All right, guys, this is the first time we've had snow in 2.5 weeks. And as you can see, it's very warm out today. My truck actually hasn't been started for a while either. As you can see from the shorts I'm wearing, it is warm outside. I thought over 30 degrees, but now that it's sticking, it's probably just slightly under. All right, so yeah, it's definitely hasn't been started for a while. We might need to get the plow. We're about to get 2 inches. We'll see if it sticks around, but I'll probably catch up with you guys when we're at the shopping center. So here we are. We're using the truck today. We're gonna spray the sidewalks. Probably once now and then once later. As you guys can see, there's not a whole lot of snow yet, but we're trying to get ahead of it, and this is a 0 tolerance account. And so it just started sticking, and we're gonna start spraying now, and then we might come back again probably closer to 10, 11 o'clock at night is when they're predicting it's gonna be done. I was outside filling up the tank earlier, and so my hair and my jacket are pretty wet. On the outside, it's a waterproof jacket, waterproof pants. I'm sure you guys saw these in another video. Let me know what you guys think. These are the North Face Rage, like a throwback edition type snow pant, but they're lighter than insulated snow pants, and so it's nicer for warmer weather because you don't start sweating. But they are waterproof, better than my they might be North Face as well, but they're insulated snow pants. But we're gonna spray this. I'll put you guys on the back so you guys can see that, and then we'll be back later after a Bible study group actually, to plow some of the townhomes and the hobby shops, and then spray some de-icer down. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since we've had a video, but this spring has been very busy for me as a third-year senior at the University of North Dakota. I'll be finishing up and graduating this spring, and then be working full-time. So this is the last snow removal vlog of the year, unfortunately, but it is April. That also doesn't mean that we don't have snow, because as you can see right now, this is video from April 12th, it is today, and this is in Grand Forks, North Dakota, snowing. So here we're back again. As you can see, we're never safe from snow. This video actually is from a little bit a while ago. It's from like the end of February 25th, and so this footage is getting out to you guys pretty late. I also have been recording other footage constantly every week on how to get more clients for summer services and things like that. We have gotten a lot of calls this spring, and we're gonna have a lot of projects this summer, I think. And so those will all be recorded. But here we are, we're spraying at the last one. As you can see, this snow is super slushy. But before I get too far, I want to thank 2 more of my subscribers. Today we are gonna be thanking Tyler Reed, who has been here for the last 4-ish months now. Almost 5 months, I would say. He said, good videos, keep them coming. I will do that. Thank you, Tyler. Also, R Wheels, who has also been here about as long, has said, these guys are the real deal. Such a small fleet doing more than have seen many of operators do with multiple pieces. So thank you. I appreciate both of your guys' comments. I appreciate you guys watching. And of course, in future videos, I will be doing shout outs to the subscribers that have been here for a while and the people that keep commenting on the videos for the algorithm. I appreciate you guys doing that. I appreciate you guys watching. I wouldn't be making the videos if you guys weren't watching. Also, by recommendation of Dale Nenow, I believe it's pronounced, excuse me if I get it wrong, said that he likes to drink Arizona half iced tea, half lemonade when he is plowing. And in lieu of that, I have a half iced tea, half lemonade Arnold Palmer, and that's gonna be today's drink. So we'll open this up. This is obviously a big can, 23 fluid ounces, so when you're out plowing, if you go through this pretty quickly, you're probably gonna have to make a pit stop shortly after. As always, you can't go wrong with an Arnold Palmer. Arizona does it best, but you really can't make a bad Arnold Palmer. So thank you, Dale, for that recommendation. To get the angle right on this thing. All right, so as you guys can see, let me turn this around. That's not a good angle. You can try that. Oh boy. Hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully you guys can see some of the liquid de-icer being put down. And it might not look like it's doing much to you guys, but let me show you what we're working with. It's very slushy snow, and so we're not trying to remove it all because it's not gonna happen. There's just too much moisture content. And for those of you that don't do liquid de-icer or are thinking about doing it, I can tell you that some of the science behind it is mixing with the moisture that's already in the snow. So for the snowfalls like this where they're wet and slushy, it's not gonna work as effective as it is on a dry powdery snow. But this is just to mix with the slushy snow so that when it gets colder a little bit later tonight, it doesn't freeze. But we're gonna change the trash, so we'll go do that. We have to go get some bags. All right, this is kind of hard to do. Let me clip you onto something here. So what we're in right now is a room at the shopping center where they have, where they hold some of the liquid, or excuse me, granular ice melt that we used last year. And I'm not gonna show you too much in this room, but basically it's just the trash bags, some ice melt, and then some other miscellaneous cords and stuff. But this is kind of the breaker fire room. It's just got some switches, some boards and stuff like that, but it's heated, it's lit, so in the middle of blizzard, it's kind of nice to come in here and get either ice melt that we used last year or trash bags, because it's kind of a warm break from having to shovel out in the cold. But we got our trash bags, so we're gonna go change the trash. Well, that pop that I just threw away on top of the can was completely full, so that's fun. As if trash isn't messy enough. It's not slippery yet. If any of you guys are wondering, it does suck to change the trash in the winter. The one advantage to changing the trash though in the winter time is that the trash is frozen. So all the liquids, everything that's usually smells nasty is frozen and doesn't get on your hands. In the summertime, all that stuff really stinks. In weather like this, it's just cold and it stinks. It's just not that fun to do. Ugh. All right, I'm grabbing you guys quick. I'm setting up the next part, which I'll show you after, but common problem I have. This pump, if you ever turn your truck, because it is powered by the 7-volt plug, if you ever turn your truck off and walk away from it, and then you come back and turn it back on, the pump turns on with the truck. Why it does that, I don't know. But if you forget about it, like I just did, you end up spraying all the way around the building, the entire way you came. You lose a lot of product. Not such a big deal today because we're using just straight salt brine, which is the cheapest to make, but on the days where we're using the synthetic, it gets to be quite expensive. So now I'm gonna set up what I was originally gonna do. Hey, it's funny seeing you guys here. Hey, it's not so funny when I told you what I was gonna do, but what I was saying earlier is that I didn't mean to sound like I was complaining. I just simply meant that there are better times of the year to change the trash, or there's advantages to different times of the year, but each have their disadvantages as well. But I am grateful that I can change the trash, so I was not trying to complain. However, I will complain about this sprayer because that's ridiculous. That's happened to me like, I don't know, more time, 5-6 times this winter. Whatever. Hey, that's better. All right, guys. As I mentioned earlier, I did have a Bible study that I went to, and I just got back home from it a little while ago. The verse of the day, which is going to be Proverbs 21:3. To do righteous and justice is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So that's the verse of the day. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it, and I'll put the app up as well so you guys can see that if you want to read more. So right now it is currently 11 p.m. at night. The plow hooked up, and then we're going to be plowing and spraying tonight. We did end up getting about 2 inches, but that's not the most exciting part. The most exciting part, I would say, of tonight is that I have a brand new vlog set up for you guys, which is where this light is coming from that's on me right now. So I'll flip it around quick, and I'll have to block out the light so you guys can see it. But this is an Ulanzi hard media case. So I got a microphone with a furry on it to cut down all the wind noise. And without the light, you can hardly see me. With the light, it brightens things up. So this is for you guys, so that you guys can see me when I am talking at night, and out on the job sites when we need to show like pieces of the equipment. So this is pretty exciting. All of these parts together with the light, the case, the media pack, and the mic, about almost $200 for this vlogging setup. But we got our coffee, which is made with cold brew, or made by cold brew. Much smoother taste for you guys that drink coffee. 2 waters, and then we got our loadout of snacks, mostly fruit snacks. We got a spare battery for our heated jacket that we're wearing, heated gloves, a hat, some more GoPro accessories. We're ready for a longer night, but we gotta go get the stuff, so let's go. Here I tried the night lapse again, and as you can see, it does look kind of cool to have that effect where the lights are brought up a lot, and it's kind of a blur once you start going fast. You can't see much if that was the purpose of it, but it just does look kind of cool, like you're in hyperspeed or a hyperloop, that type of thing. But it does have issues once it starts to bounce too much, so we won't use it that often, just every once in a while. All right, how is that? Let me know how my voice sounds, because it's windy right now. Let me know if you guys can see me much better than normal. This is, oops, I just locked it. This is the new vlogging setup, and this is what we're gonna have. This is what we're gonna have for future videos. So as you can see, I'm walking into this dark storage unit, and I can't see anything. And I can turn up the brightness on here. If I can see the button to do it. There we go. That's crazy bright. As you can see, that's too much for me, but it is capable, which is the point. So when we're out doing repairs in parking lots, and we can show you exactly how frustrating and terrible the situation is, even in the dark. We have lights in here, so we don't really need it, but let me show you what happened with the Jacobsen. As you guys can see now, because of the light, it's really good. We have this cover off. Long story short, my mechanic wired in a push to start button because the key switch was bad. That was the whole thing. This whole thing is loose because we took out these bolts to go size them up because we were missing 3 of them and there's only 1 in there. So the Jacobsen's kind of a mess. It's a good thing we don't have to use it tonight. The seals are holding up well, or the bearings, excuse me. Those are good. So that's a plus, but this is my truck. This is my storage unit. We're gonna have to take the sprayer off and just set it on the back of my truck so that I can hook up the hitch to my trailer, pull it out, I can drive my truck with the trailer hooked up, and grab the plow, put the plow on the front of the truck, back it all the way up out of here. I'm gonna have to go way over here, turn it all the way around, back the trailer back into here, and drop the trailer off. Then shut the door, and then I can leave. All just to grab the plow. And we still haven't tightened up the wings. These are, I believe is this bracket right here is loose. We're kind of in a, it just finally warmed up. It's been -20 for like 2 weeks. We haven't had any snow, so I wasn't doing any work in here in the freezing cold, even though I do have the DeWalt heater over there. Regardless, I'm getting off track. You guys probably want to see plowing, but if you guys don't want me to have to do this in the video and you guys blow up my channel enough, maybe I can afford to buy or build a shop this summer. You guys, I know, would like to see a video and time lapse of all that happening. So give this video a like. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. All this vlogging equipment is specifically for this. I like to bring you guys this content, but it does take extra time. As you can see, talking to this camera, I wouldn't be doing this and wasting 3 minutes. I'd just be out plowing. This is extra time, it's extra money spent. It does take a lot of post work to edit the video and get that out to you guys on a schedule. I'm in college as well, so it's tough to find the time. But if you guys do appreciate it, please show your support by subscribing to the channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and commenting helps the algorithm recommend this video to a lot of other people as well. I know a lot of you guys are already doing that and I appreciate it. So let's get to work and stop talking. It broke. I tried putting the handle I was using to hold this with up on the storage unit to get that time lapse for you guys. It fell off, it broke, so there goes the light. Now I do really need you guys to subscribe to the channel so I can buy a new light. Yeah, so we did break the light. And if you think that's the only time that we dropped the camera that night and almost broke something, you would be wrong. Continue watching on. Would you believe me? I told you it fell twice. It almost broke the mic in the same night. Well, we finally got the plow hooked up. Like I said, we're just gonna have to leave this on the back while we're moving the trailer, but we got the trailer back in. There's nothing behind it over there. So we're just unhooking this, and finally we'll be able to plow after a lot of almost broken camera parts. I just dropped it again, trying to put it down. It's going in the truck on a seat, and I'm putting a seatbelt around it. That's about what it took that night. That was not a great first test run of the new vlogging setup, that's for sure. And as you guys can see, the mic is dipping down in the top of the frame. It is windy, it was bumpy, and so the furry on the mic so that there's no wind noise was dipping down a little bit. So I'm gonna find a way to kind of pull back on the cord to try and keep the microphone up, and then it won't dip down into the frame like that. So hopefully that's not too distracting. Alright guys, there it is. As you saw, we just plowed the front of the shopping center, and the reason we're doing this before is because we only apply, we'll be doing about 10 to 15 gallons at there, and then when we go to the townhomes we'll do another 70 gallons there, and then the rest of the 75 gallons will go on the hobby shops. And because I have a 7 gallon per minute pump and I don't have an automatic system, I have to time it out for the first two, and I'd rather time out 10 gallons and 70 gallons than time out 70 gallons and 75 gallons and then empty it on 10. So I emptied on the 75 because it is accurate. But this is the snow that we're dealing with in the back. So this all the way down is just going to be shoveled, and that's what we have all the way around the rest of the back area, and then we'll go shovel the front of the smaller source too. You guys have seen enough of that. I know you guys want to be here for plowing and not shoveling, so I'm going to spare you guys the shoveling. I'm going to clean that up quick, and then I'll meet with you guys back at the townhomes. All right guys, I take that back because we have to back drag what I just shoveled, and we actually have quite a bit, so I think you guys probably want to watch this. So I'm putting the GoPro suction mount on my sunroof right now, and that's how I bring you these shots. That's the first back drag with downforce. That's clean. Hey, that'll work. Here we go. Well, that's kind of sketchy. There's about 150 gallons in the back. A little bit sketchy. Well, I just realized I forgot the remotes for my sprayer at home. So I can't spray here. And I won't be able to spray at the townhomes or the hobby shop condos either. So I'm gonna have to go back and get those at some point here. But I think I'm just gonna continue on and keep snow plowing. We have till about 8 o'clock to get everything clear, and it's only 1 o'clock in the morning, so we got time. It's not a big deal. It's not like we came out at 4 a.m. and we have 4 hours till everything has to be open, so we'll be fine. We just have to go grab those at some point, but just another thing tonight. All right, guys, it's a few hours later. I'm tired. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I was up yesterday at 8:30 in the morning, not anticipating snow. So I'm ready to go to bed. It's been, what is that now, 21 hours? But since we forgot the remote, I don't know who we is. Since I forgot the remote earlier, I had to go back and just get that now after I finished plowing and removing the snow from the rest of the properties. So now I get to spray 175 gallons of liquid de-icer. So we got 10 gallons going down here. This is what it looks like after the scrape. After the scrape from earlier. The parking lot crew too is here on the other side with a wheel loader. If things end up working out, maybe I can get some footage of that. We'll see, but we're gonna just spray here and then spray at the other two places as well. All right, I went to make the first pass. And that's what I'm getting. So obviously two of the outside two nozzles are frozen. The light's coming in handy. Well, that was a simple problem solved. What I ended up doing was flipping these side nozzles that are meant to spray at any angle. I'm just gonna put those straight down, and that's what it's gonna spray with. So easy fix, that'll work. We'll put it back in the garage, in the heated garage after this event. So whatever the issue is, we'll unthaw or we'll figure it out in the garage where it's heated, because I don't want to do it right now. Alright guys, we just have the hobby shops left to spray, and it is about 6:30 now, so the sun will be rising officially for the day. I'm gonna let it run on a time lapse and we're gonna see what we get. We might just sit here for 20 minutes and let that go, because I could use a break. This is the last bit, and spraying up close to garages, you have to be mentally sharp. So we're just gonna watch the sunrise and take a little break. was pretty cool. I haven't seen what it looks like yet, but I can see that the sun has just risen. Above the trees, and so hopefully that was in the end of the video. I hope I didn't take it off about 2 to 3 minutes too soon. But now we're ready to finish out on the last one. So here we are at the hobby shops. We just gotta spray these down. So I think I'm gonna start off with the time lapse, maybe get a cool couple other angles, and then we'll see what happens from there. Alright guys, and those are just some shots that I couldn't fit anywhere in the video, but I thought they kind of showed off well the conditions, how the roads are wet, the snow is heavy and wet. But that's the end of our video, and I know I haven't done one of these outros for a while, so we'll see if I still have what it takes. But thank you again to Tyler Reed and R Wheels for your comments and for subscribing, commenting, and watching the videos for the last 5 to 6 months. I know there are a lot of you out there. I know that you guys are watching and commenting for the algorithm, and I appreciate that. I know that there are a lot I need to get to, and doing a video might seem like it'll take a while, but we will get there, and I will be shouting out as many people as possible. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed some piano playing in this video during the sunrise and a little bit of spraying. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and if you guys are still here at the end of this video, so that I know who the true patrons of this channel are, you know I'm talking to you guys. Comment down below what you see right here, which is last snow removal vlog, unhappy smiley face. Why are we saying last snow vlog? Well, because until in Grand Forks, North Dakota, who knows, maybe August, September, October, it's not unheard of. We won't have snow until then. The rest of these videos that I'm producing are going to be snow vlogs. So we're gonna have concrete curbing, stamped concrete patios, paver patios, landscaping, hardscaping, mowing, spring and fall cleanups, gutter cleaning, power washing. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline, so you guys stay tuned for that. Again, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next one.